Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video. On the crypto markets, a bit of an emergency update because today, obviously we've had a lot of volatility. If you look at the chart like this, actually not that much went on, but there was a lot of volatility and just in general, what you saw, which obviously has to do with the situation in the Middle East right now and that Iran was maybe going to launch some sort of a strike against Israel, which might still come, but that has a major effect. So what we saw is a couple of things. First of all, gold went up in value, of course, as unrest grows. And then at the same point of time, stock markets absolutely dumped right here. And what that caused is a big spike for Bitcoin right here. A lot of liquidations, which you can see here as well. The other liquidations we had over the course of the start of this week and Sunday were nothing compared to the liquidations we just had. So quite a lot went down, right? And quite a lot is still going down. I don't think this story is over yet. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So far, I have to say, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, and if you think about how this 4-hour candle is going to close, which is probably going to be on top of this major support level right here between 62 and 63 and 62,500. This would technically be, especially with the liquidations, technically this would be a relatively bullish close. All right, so this candle is closing in 4 minutes, so probably just after I made this video, and it has already closed if you're watching this video. So purely technically, this is a solid close. And technically, what I would say is that we might actually still get some sort of a spike down towards this level, right? But that we will be able to hold this level, consolidate here, and that we will be able to break out as well. That is technically what I would say. And then, no, we'll talk about some altcoins later, all right? Because I have some interesting things to say about altcoins as well. But the main thing obviously is that in circumstances like these, technicals don't matter. All right, so technically this can look great, but I do not think that an attack by Iran on Israel is calculated into the price. And the last time that happened, I think it was back in April. We also saw a ton of bearish momentum, and then it was also not, in my opinion at least, it was not fully priced in, and we actually got some bearish momentum after and during it happened. So that is the main thing that matters right now. Purely technically, look, if the situation doesn't worsen, I still think this is most likely. Because technically, we got a nice liquidation spike into a massive resistance level around 62,000. So this seems to be at least a local bottom. And then we'll see tomorrow and the day after kind of how the market develops. And then at the same point of time, to also take a look at altcoins, you can see altcoins also found a significant support level right here. And again, there is some room to drop down a little bit lower. But overall, I do think this level is going to hold. Unless, and that you should always take that into account, unless this is the start of some sort of a major war in the Middle East, which is going to pull all sorts of parties in there, then we can still drop down lower. But if you look at the global liquidity right now, if you look at the political situation in the US, if you talk about interest rates, not only in the US, but also the liquidity injection in China, and just in general better economic circumstances across the board, I would say that it's most likely that the market is still going to be bullish if we're not going to get some sort of a proxy World War III. Right, so then you look at altcoins and you'd say, well, this looks like a very solid bottom as well. So technically, things look pretty good right now. Fundamentally, it just depends on what's going to happen. I'll keep you updated on that as well. You can maybe do some trading now. It's still going to be, like I said, as long as the fundamentals don't become much worse, I do think you can do some nice trading. And if you look at the altcoin market right now, like I said, the entire altcoin market bounced relatively nicely, but certain altcoins like Athena, Fetch, Bonk, Layer 0, and Pepe are doing quite well in their response to this dump. Something that's quite funny is that usually meme coins actually do quite well after a dump like this, while I would say that meme coins are by far the riskiest crypto asset. But the market seems to think otherwise. So we'll see what today brings. Ultimately, the most important level is 62,000. As long as we're able to hold that over the next, let's say, 24 hours, I think we're going to be bullish from here, but that is very dependent on the fundamentals. All right, so I'll try to keep you updated on that. I think that's what you need to know for now in terms of the technicals and the fundamentals. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.